Hello and welcome back to week 2 of Introduction to Course Design. We've got an exciting and challenging week ahead. I'm looking forward to everyone learning about the instructional design method known as backwards design, or sometimes called learning by design. If you're new to the principles of backwards design, this unit will help you get a better understanding of what we're talking about and how to apply it in the course that you're developing. Backwards design, in a nutshell, is a method of instructional design that sounds just like it is. You start with the skills or knowledge that you want students to be able to demonstrate at the end of a unit or module, and then work backwards, designing assignments, learning activities, and including instructional material that's meant to intentionally develop those skills and knowledge in our students. Sometimes these learning goals are the official student learning outcomes of the course, or they may be various elements of those outcomes as we scaffold the learning experience. Backwards design is a very effective method of design since it lends itself to developing coherent learning pathways for our students. Since we're designing by starting with the end in mind of what we want students to be able to do, there's no surprises for students. They aren't expected to be able to do something that we haven't designed in our learning pathways. Back in week 1, we learned about the practice of chunking or segmenting a course into an organizational structure using either units or modules. For some instructors, a module will contain a single unit of learning with a single or maybe a couple learning outcomes guiding the instructional design. But there are other options too. Some instructors like to have multiple units in a single Canvas module. There's no right way to do it, there's no wrong way to do it. The goal for whatever structure you use is to develop a fairly consistent organizational structure throughout the course. What this does is it helps students know the pace of the course so that from week to week or 2 weeks to 2 weeks, they're able to find the rhythm to the course so they can manage their workload, their schedule, and to be able to pace themselves so that they can work through the instructional material and assignments to stay on track in meeting the module's learning outcomes. So for this week, you'll be focusing on a single unit or module of the course that you're designing in your sandbox, and you're going to be designing a module introduction page following the model that we'll introduce, and you'll also be developing the main components of your summative and formative assessments for that module. Those will be explained as well. The instructional material that we have for you this week will include how to design these key elements, these key instructional components of the module to help you apply these best practices to the module that you're developing. I hope that you enjoy learning about these elements of design and assessment this week, and I'll see you online.